heart to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad?
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Returning it, Johnson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
On the carry.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24
right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Henry. And a nice run there. Going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Packers.
Here we go. Back 20. Check.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
That'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And now with whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Buccaneers' 11-yard line.
Dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now Morton Anderson for the field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Calvin Ridley, 72 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a big run there by Henry. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 31, Watson. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
The score, Buccaneers 12, Packers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the interception, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson.
That's all you got!
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Watson now to throw. They get this out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Buccaneers 20. Packers 10. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Buccaneers 20, Packers 17. Morton Anderson to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this a very, very short kick. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
15-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
3-yard line.
Derrick Henry. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
26 Mike.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
26 Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going for it. It's Watson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's Antonio Cromartie that was in on the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run with Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here.
Taken down back at the 42.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Again, it's Barkley. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Calvin Ridley, 52 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Packers 19. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play. And a Packer 1st down.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So going into the final play play of this game. They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However,
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
This is Henry, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mike, check the middle. 50. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Able to fight through one tackle. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move.
He was brought down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Johnson now returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. But now it's 3rd down.
Night Train Lane on the coverage.
Now Roethlisberger. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
Trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 24-yard line.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown!
Touchdown.
A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
21.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now this throw caught left side. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. Smith catches left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On first and goal, Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal.
Second and goal at the Packers' 7-yard line.
Now Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That score that they just gave up there. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable